Okay. Yeah, shall we start? Okay. Randall is there, Rod is there, Johnny is there, Anne is here, Maggie is here, Phil, okay, and Sabrina, Celia, okay, Azriel.
Ezreal just told me that he didn't know the class change.
Okay, so he's coming. Okay. Azria is coming. Whatever. Okay, and now. Okay, Yuki's here. Oh yeah. Trista. Willa. Heather is here. Crystal is there. Hugo. Yes, Hugo. Okay, Cloris. Good. Jason. Yeah, Jason. Okay. Okay, so there's Weiss. Nasuyuseki. Weiss. Okay, Rabel, he's here. Ricardo. Good. Leonardo. Okay. Yeah, let's see. And Damon, you see here. Okay. And Connie. Okay, good. Azriel. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, good. Good. And let's start. Jason. Okay, so what did we learn last class? What did we learn? Okay, systematic sampling. Systematic sampling. Good. And what is the systematic sampling? Okay, so I give you an example. Okay, so I have this and I have 100 million data. I have 100 million data, it's big number. And however, I want to choose only 1,000 samples out of the population of 100 million. So how we can choose the sample? From your small m divided by large n. Okay. That gives us, okay, 1 million. Yeah, 1 million over 1. Then?
Choose the first one.
First one and
1 million.
1 million. 1. Oh, what? Wrong? Something wrong? What? 10 million. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, so 1. Yeah. Shook. Right? Okay. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and yeah, 1, yeah, something. Good. And 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And the 3 something 1. And there we got this 1,000 number. Okay? And then because we want to secure and we want to guarantee that we got a sample from the whole population range. Okay? If we choose only top 1, from 1 to 1,000, maybe that data can be biased. Okay, and however, if we choose a certain part of this big population, maybe that can be biased. So, in order to guarantee that we choose a sample We choose a sample from the whole population. Okay, so we set up this number n over n over large N. Okay, good. And here you go. The systemic sampling was quite popular once, okay, around 20 or 30 years ago. But however, that's not so popular nowadays. Why? Why that is not so popular nowadays? Oops.
Because we have computers.
Okay, computer. What kinds of computer? Do you have a supercomputer? No. You don't have a supercomputer. Okay, so we have a better computing power. Okay, so even though this is a 100 million sample, well, 100 million population data or something. Okay, so we just to put that number in our laptop, and we just calculate, and it takes only 5 seconds. Okay, Leo. Hi, Leo. That's okay. Okay. So, simply because that we have a better computation power or computing power or calculation power, okay? So we don't need to worry about the size of the data itself nowadays. Yeah, it's easy to calculate the B number. Huh? Okay, but nowadays, we have tons of data in a different way. For example, we have a Taobao, and then I want to predict what will be the most popular, the fashion style for male, the young male, 20 to 30 years old young male, jacket, winter jacket. And I want to know that. And then maybe I have a tons of 1,000 gigabyte Taobao information. Okay, that's not a systemic sampling something, and that's a problem of the data mining. Okay, so in order to mine the good data, okay, yeah, what kinds of techniques we have nowadays? What kinds of techniques we are using? Yes, we have artificial intelligence. That is the reason why we are much more focusing on developing the artificial intelligence and apply that technology in business field. Do you remember what is the largest proportion of the supercomputer user? Make money, yes. And however, there 25 years ago, supercomputer just for the science or the engineering field, mainly. At that time, not much business field. But nowadays, the majority part of the supercomputer is now used for business field. And who is the biggest employer for the computer science PhD? Not Google, not IBM. Who is the biggest employer of the computer science, data scientist PhD? Do you remember? Bank. Okay, what bank? What bank? No, that's not a commercial bank. I didn't say that? Okay, that might be mistake. Okay, computing power, AI, well, blah blah blah, and for business field. Okay, and can you guess? Who is the biggest employer for the computer science or the data science PhDs in the world? Mac? Apple? Yeah, I said the answer. Yeah, forget it. Yeah, forget. Okay. Apple? No. IBM? No. Google? No. Some what? Yeah, bank. Okay, so which bank? Yeah. That's my big mistake. Which bank? Commercial bank? No. Central bank? Absolutely no. They don't care. Commercial bank? Not much. Central bank? Not much. They don't need to calculate many things. What kinds of bank? Bank for bank. Huh? Symmetric bank? No, there is no symmetric bank. What kinds of bank? Investment bank, yes. Okay, so for example, yeah, commercial bank, okay, so if the commercial bank need money, where they should go? Huh? Federal bank? Okay, so that's central bank or federal bank. Whatever. So they get the money from the federal bank. Okay, good. And however, so that's the reason why they don't need a lot of the calculation something. It's easy to calculate some numbers. Okay? Give money, get back. Give money, get back. And calculating some interest rates or something. But investment bank role of the investment bank is making transaction. Any kinds of the transaction. How much money do they need to borrow the federal bank and to the commercial bank? And then another one is that they make a M&A and that they ruled over the money. So we usually call that investment bank is bank for bank. A bank for bank. And yeah, that is quite different from China. But however, who owns the central bank in China? Who is the owner of the central bank? Bank of China? Government. Okay. Good. However, so who owns that? The American FRB, the Federal Reserve Bank, Central Bank of the U.S. Government? No, absolutely no. The federal FRB, the Federal Reserve Bank, is not a government agent. That's a private company. That's a private. Yeah, somebody owns. Some individuals owns that FRB. That's independent from the U.S. government. Yeah. Who owns that the FRB? Do you guess? That's a private bank. Rothschild? Okay, Rothschild family. And the Rothschild family, what owns that? What owns the Rothschild family? They owns investment banks. Yeah, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Lehman Brothers has gone, but however, Chase Manhattan, and Wells Fargo, and those five or six, the private investment banks owns FRB, Central Bank. Okay, so the role of the investment bank is, doing something, and however, simply saying the investment bank, the large investment bank is managing all money. How to make money, and how to print money, and how to consume money, and how to make a deal for the money. So that's the role of the investment bank. Okay? So, that's not very, that's somewhat hidden. But however, the Goldman Sachs, the largest investment bank in the world, Goldman Sachs, okay, that is owned by the Rothschild family. Okay, the Goldman Sachs hires almost double size of the computer science or the data science PhDs. For what? To rule over the world money. Many don't know, but they use a lot of supercomputers, and then they hire a lot of computer science, and then they make a transaction by using the artificial intelligence and a lot of very sophisticated technology to rule over your money. What is a good example? Okay, for example, worst written. That's not a good example. Okay, so do you know that what is the size of the Chinese budget for a year? Chinese budget size? $300 billion? $3,000 billion? How much? How much money the Chinese government is now using for a year? Budget. The national budget of China. What is the annual national budget of China? Can you find that? And can you guess? Yeah, I don't know. I'm asking. Anybody find something? What is the annual budget of China? Is that a big money? I hope. 1,000? 1,500 billion RMB? Okay, so then you convert that into the dollar. How much? Around the $300 billion. $300 billion? It's too small. The $300 billion is for the Korean, the Korean side, Korean annual budget. I don't believe that. I cannot believe that. You spend more, you have more money. You must have more money. No? Cannot find, okay, Israel? 15,000 billion? Oh, okay. And then if we convert it to the dollar? That's RMB. Okay, so let's convert that. Okay, so that's around the $6,000 billion per year. Around? That's too much? Yeah, okay. So at the 2, okay. Okay, 2.5. Okay. No. $2,500 billion? Okay. Okay. Okay, $2,500 billion for operating China. Okay, and then what is the size of the Goldman Sachs making transaction per year? Around 10 times bigger than the Chinese government. Maybe bigger. Maybe more bigger than that. Just $2,500 billion is not a big money. For the Goldman Sachs or the ruling investment bank. In the Wall Street, around $3,000 billion is rotating and make a transaction in a day. Just in a day. Oh yeah, that's big money. And then that is almost a $2,500 billion is around the same amount of the U.S. military budget. Around, 3,000. And that's only 20% of the U.S. budget. Yeah. Recent years, many business majors or the money traders and the making money expert, business problem solvers, like the investment bank, we apply and we use the supercomputer to make money. That's the word. That's the current word. That's your competitors. So you must be able to compete with those guys to win over without fighting. Okay? That's the reality. That's the reality. Systemic sampling? I don't much care about that nowadays. But we are now encountering a totally different game rules. Yeah, we are fighting. We are fighting. That's too big. That's too big. But, sometimes I say, okay. So I have a hope. For China, okay? And I believe that maybe the China someday can compete with those guys, okay? Because simply I can see a positive side of the human capital. Can you remember what is the human capital? Yes, you. That's you. Human capital. We need to make an extra effort. We need to work hard. Whatever, just go. So, systemic sampling is one thing, but however, nowadays we have tons of the big data, and then the problem is that how we can mine the good data. Data mining is the problem, and then we are now using a lot of different kind of technologies, even for the supercomputer to mine the data. Okay? That's the systemic sampling. World is changing every second. Something is going on. I don't know. Nobody knows. Around 25 years ago, when I was a college student, when I was a first year or the second year college student, I had a computer. And however, at that time, your MacBook or your laptop now was treated as a supercomputer at that time. Now, You have a laptop, you have a much better than the mobiles. And so computing is not a big matter nowadays. The problem is software. Why? How? For what? What is your purpose? And if you have a question, technology can help you. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I want to have another chance to talk more about these kind of things in a different classes. Whatever. Okay, so semi-sampling. Okay, so we can do that like this. Okay, convenient sampling we know. Good. And then, yeah, finally, I want to tell a little bit about the judgmental or the judgment or purposive sampling. Okay, and the judgment sampling is the person most knowledgeable on the subject of the study, select the element of the population that he or she feels are most representative of the population. Okay, and then the purposeful sampling or the judgmental or the judgment sampling is not a random sampling. Okay, that's a violation of the randomness of the randomness. Okay, so we have an intention. We have an intention. We have a purpose, and we select some samples. Okay, so we call that a non-probability or the non-random sample, non-random sampling. Okay, however, we use this. Even though it violates that one of the fundamental assumptions of the statistics, random. But purposeful sampling or the judgmental sampling or the judgment sampling is not random sample. But why and how we can use this judgment sample is a matter of this. It's a matter of representation. Here is a population, and here is a sample. Okay? Yeah, what is the best sample? What is the best sampling? Yeah, how we can choose the best sample? What is how we can define that I choose the best of the best sample? What is the best sample from of population? Just random? No. If you choose the random sample, maybe it can happen. And then if there is a center value up here, mu value, and the x bar is here, okay, and the x bar is here, okay, so that must be error. Okay. So what is the best sample?
Can you represent the population's characteristics?
Yes. The best sampling is at the best representing sample. Best representing sample for a population. I don't care the size of the sample size. Okay? I don't care about the bias, something. Okay? The matter is what is the best representation of population. For example, yeah, the more technical way. So what is the most minimum error sample? How we can minimize the error? Okay? And then the smallest error sample is the best sample. And then we can call that a representation, best representation. Okay? So, sometimes, yeah, we need to make a judgment to select some samples. Okay? Good. Not random, but however, Okay, so if you are familiar with your classmate, okay, so can you point out the one of the best representing students in here? In perspective of the height, who will be the most central or the average person on this classroom? Among males, not females. Jason, Hugo, Leo, Joe, Weibo. Jason. Okay, let's see. Jason, what is your height? 178. Okay, do you believe that the 178 is the central value and around the average value of the all male students? No. Okay. Okay, then let's ask another one. Okay, Jason. So who is the best average height the male students in here? Can you guess? Can you point it out? Average, central value. Who would be among your friends? Okay. Hugo? Who would be the average person? Me. So what is your height? 173. 173? I agree. Okay. So I don't care. I don't care about that the sample number of something. But if there is an expert who knows the population characteristics well, okay, and then those knowledgeable person can choose the best sample, best representing sample, a few number of the best representing sample, okay. So sometimes we call this judgmental sampling as expert sampling, expert system. Because that Hugo knows that almost every male in this classroom, so he knows. He may guess he's one of the best representing and the best representing sample in the perspective of the height. So he's an expert. He knows everything. So only a few number of the expert, okay, who has a good knowledge about the population, okay, they can choose the best samples by using their judgment, expertise, okay. So many times it is quite important. We must use this. We must use this simply because we don't have enough time. We don't have enough money. We don't have enough resources, people. Okay? So what is the best way to choose the best representing samples? Please consult with the expert. Please ask who knows the population well. And then that expert can help you to choose the best representing samples. Okay? Good. And here is an example. A reporter might sample 3 or 4 senators, judging them as reflecting the general opinion of the Senate. Senator. Do you have that? Okay. Do you know the Congress? Congress. Parliament or Congress. General Assembly. Good. And then there are two board, and then one is senators, and there is another representatives, and that is called Ha1. Ha1. Yeah. And there's Sang1. 상원. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, senators. Am I right? Yeah, okay. So what is the name of this? Xiawan? Wian? Xiawian? Wian? Eh? Wian? 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 Yuan? Ah, whatever. Okay. And Xiangwian. Xiangwian. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, there are around 100 senators, and there are a lot, more than 300 other representatives. Okay, whatever. So that senator is divided by almost half and half, and Democrats and the Republicans and the minor tiny something. Okay, and however, there are 150, and just 4 or 5, whatever. Okay, good. So I want, maybe one reporter, the TV reporter was a journalist, okay, and they want to know what is the general opinion about the Democrat senators, and what is the opinion of the Republican senators. Okay, yeah, because that the people want to know what will happen in policy making. Okay? Then they want to apply the sampling. They want to apply the sampling techniques. In that case, can you go to the senators and then can you interview or can you collect the data from the 150 Democrats? Or at least 30 Democrats? Or 30 Republicans? Can you get the data from those senators? Why not?
I think that can't agree with your interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's okay.
Okay. So yeah, let's make a change. So there must be the what is that? The Congress in China. Do you have a Congress in China? Yeah, you have one. That's the I've heard that's 전인 대? Yeah, something. 전인 대 다이. Yes. Yeah, National People's Congress. Okay. So that's a Juan Ren. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, 전국인민대회. 전국인민대표대회. Yeah. Yeah, wow, I'm reading in Korean way. 전국인민대표대회. Yeah, whatever. So you have a Congress. Yeah, 전국인민대표대회. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's a Congress. Okay, so you want to know what's the opinion about those people. And then, can you submit the survey to the congressman? And they get data? Okay. Yes, you can. No? Yes or no?
Maybe not national, but you can choose the low level. Because
No. The high level.
the
Why not? Why that's so difficult?
current situation will be chosen, so most of them will be get out.
Yes. Yes. And same situation. You cannot access to the population, and you cannot get the enough sample size from a population or samples. You cannot get a sample. Okay, in that case, what is the best way to get some knowledge? you must choose only a few number of the congressmen for 2 or 3, for 2 or 3. That will be your maximum. 1 or 2 or 2 or 3, that will be your maximum. Okay? And then, in order to choose 2 or 3 samples out of 150, what should you know? What should you know? In order to choose something, in order to choose that only 2 or 3 congressmen, return back to the basic. Why we draw the sample? For what? Parameter, okay? And then we call this, yes. So, in order to choose that the 1 or 2 or the 2 or 3 samples, okay, from the 150 population or the samples, okay? So what is the best way to think about that? What is the most important judgmental criteria? There must be, you must think about representation. Is these guys, or is this congressman is representing the general opinion of the Democrat? Or is only 2 or 3 Republican senators, they can representing the Republican Party senators? You must think, and you must get into those best representing samples according to your judgment. Yep.
So if you decide to choose 2 or 3 people from
50.
150, so how you decided, how can you know the people's the most knowledgeable on the 150?
Not knowledgeable, but how about the representation? You must be knowledgeable, not them.
How to judge it?
Huh?
How to judge it?
That's the problem. That's the reason you must be knowledgeable to choose best sample. Okay? And that comes from experiences. Experiences. I cannot remember her name. But how about in the White House? And there is old lady, and he spent around 45 years. He spent 45 years as a reporter. 45 years. That's her job. 45 years. So she knows whom she must contact to listen the best voice. 45 years. And yeah, okay, so expertise. And what am I talking? Okay, so expertise. So expertise is a special knowledge or the remarkable knowledge in a certain specific field. We call that as expertise. Okay, whatever. In order to develop the expertise, we have a rule. And we call that 10 years and 10,000 hours rule. And that comes from the Malcolm Gladwell. Okay, and then there is a scholar of the Malcolm Gladwell, and he suggests that in order to develop the best expertise, one individual need at least 10 years of training, not only for the training, 10 years of the experiences and 10,000 hours working. At least. So, You start your career as a reporter, but however, you may need at least 10 years of the experiences to choose the best representing samples from a population. Oh, you are 45 years. You just 10 years. You are a baby.
So, if we decide use this sample, need more hours than other
No, I don't think so. The time is not a matter.
resource.
Resources somewhat matter, but however, not much. The best, the most important thing is your knowledge, your expertise. So the judgment or purposive sampling that requires a certain expertise and experiences in order to make a best representing sample choice. But we use a lot. We use a lot of this kind of sampling techniques. And that's combined with the selecting the random sampling or the set up the target population and then set up the structure something and then choosing a sampling method. We exercise every day. It takes time. And it takes a commitment. It requires a lot of training. That's how we develop experts. Business problem solvers, you must be the professional business problem solver. That means you must have a special skill set or the special expertise in a certain business problem solving. You must be a professional. Okay? But don't be rushed. It takes time. And it takes your commitment. It requires your commitment. Don't worry. But never stop. Never stop. Time is not a big matter. Your commitment is a big matter. It takes time. Yeah, everybody knows that. You don't need to rush. Just keep your pace and just go forward. Go forward. Everybody knows this. All the experts or all the professionals, we know that. We know that. So we don't require your rush, but we require your endurance. Never get back. Never get back. And for me, for example, I was a mechanical engineer, and I was trained around 10 years to become a professional engineer. Okay, so from my college year, 4 years. Okay, and then I graduated the graduate school, 2 years and 6 years. And however, after working at the professional company at the Bosch, it takes 3 or 4 years to become an expert in a certain product, anti-rock breaker system development. Yeah, that's 10 years. And however, now I'm a business something. And however, I started the second career as a business expert, and then I go to the MBA program. It takes 2 years, and I spend 2 years as a business consultant, and then I spend 7 years at the PhD program. Okay, 10 years, another 10 years. It's okay. Don't rush. It takes time. It takes time. But just keep going. Just keep going. It takes time. Everybody knows that. You don't need to rush. Keep your pace. Okay? And someday, 10 years is nothing. 10 years is, time flies. Time flies. Really, time flies. 10 years is nothing. So don't worry. It takes time, but never stop. Just go. No matter what. Okay? And someday, you got to know you have a certain expertise in a specific field, and then you are treated as a professional experts. Then you can do it better. And anybody will respect your judgment. It happens. Don't worry. How many years did you spend as a business problem solver? Just 1 year. Yeah, that's a study. That's just a study. Don't worry. It takes time. Don't be depressed. No matter what you hear from assholes or jerks, no. Don't be depressed. Don't be depressed. They will go. They will be gone. Keep learning. Keep learning. Okay, good. Okay, judgmental sampling here, and the advantage is it's a relatively easy way to selecting a sample. But however, we need 10 years or 10,000 times of the experiences. Okay, disadvantage, the quality of the sample result depends on your quality, your person, quality of the expert. Okay, that's highly dependent on your expertise. But I respect this. Okay, and some recommendations for selecting the best sample, best sampling. Okay, and just keep in mind, 101. Think about representation. Is your selecting sample is best representing for a population? Please keep in mind that. Okay, and then here is some recommendations, like it is recommended that the probability sampling method, simple random stratified cluster systematic sampling can be used. Okay, yeah, absolutely, because that's a probability sampling. That means that the random sampling choice, random sampling. Okay. And for this method, the formulas are available for the goodness of the feed or the sample result in terms of the closeness of the. No, I don't believe that. And evaluation of the goodness cannot be made with the non-probability, judgmental sampling, or the convenience sampling. But no, I don't think so. Even though the textbook must say that, but yeah, personally, no. It depends on your choice. It depends on your quality. Even though I am using the convenience sampling, I'm sure that can represent in the population. Even though I am using the judgmental sampling techniques, if my chosen samples can represent the population, it's okay. You can justify. Even though we are using the probability-based or the random sampling techniques, it can be biased. Statistics, again, I think statistics is not a science itself. It's a scientific art. It depends on you. It depends on your choice. You must make a good choice. It depends on you. Sampling, it depends on you. Okay, good. Sampling lab session, so we will do that later. Okay, good. Any questions? Any questions about the sampling? Okay, and then tomorrow I expect I get a chapter 7, the sampling homework. Good. Homework, yeah. Any questions? No? Good. Good. And we will go to the chapter 8. Chapter 8 today, a little. What time is it? Okay, so I have 15 minutes more. Okay, good. Who has a textbook now? Textbook. Okay, so Johnny. Jason. Jason, do you have a textbook? Johnny? Textbook? Do you have a textbook? Yeah, okay, good. So, can you help me? Chapter 8. That's the interval estimation. Okay, and what is the chapter 8.1? Population mean. What is the population mean? How we can describe that? Population mean. Sigma. Population mean. Mu. Population mean. Okay. Yeah, what are you doing? Okay, so let's change. Okay, yeah, here. Population and the sample. Okay, and the mean, standard deviation, and the proportion. Okay, good, good, good. And how we can describe the population mean? Mu. And the sample mean? X bar. Okay, standard deviation. Sigma. Sigma? No. S. Okay, this must be P and P bar. Okay, so 6.1, 8.1. Population mean, mu, (8.1). What's the chapter title?
Population
Mu.
It's not mu, it's like sigma now.
Okay, and when we know the sigma, okay, when sigma know. Okay, and then there is an abbreviation. Okay, so that's a estimating. Okay, estimating mu when we know the sigma. Okay, okay, good. And 8.2.
It's the same.
Okay, yeah, describe that.
Population mean sigma unknown.
Okay, when sigma unknown. Okay, estimating mu. Okay, estimating mu when we don't know the population standard deviation of sigma. Okay, good. And 8.3.
Determining the sample size.
Determine sample size. And okay, 8.4. Population proportion P. Okay, and then there's missing estimating P proportion. Good. So we are learning about that 4 chapters, 4 sections from the chapter 8. Okay, so that's simple. We have only 4 sections in chapter 8. That must be simple. Okay, so we are learning about first how to estimate the population mean mu when we know the standard deviation of population standard deviation of sigma. Okay, so that means we know this. Okay, then we estimate the mu value. Yo, what's the name of this sample? Sample information, what's the name of this? Estimator. And what is this name? Parameter. Okay, that means the 8.1, the mu, okay? So we estimate the population mean mu, okay, by using sigma and another estimators. Okay, good. And chapter 8.2, we estimate this when we don't know this. But however, we have another estimator, sample population, sample standard deviation of S. Okay, so by using this estimator, we estimate the mu. Okay? And then, yeah, we estimate the proportion, population proportion by using what? This. Good? Okay, and then we will learn about how to determine the sample size, something. Yeah, that's the overview. That's the overview of this chapter, chapter 8.1, 8 point. Yeah, that's chapter 8. Okay, good. And we are now learning about that. We are talking about interval estimation. Interval estimation. Okay, good. Here is a population, and here is a sample. Okay, estimator, parameter, and then the mu may be here. And however, we have this X bar, estimator. Good, good. And okay, Phil, what is the estimate? What is the meaning of the estimate? What's the meaning of the estimate? Estimate. What's the meaning of the estimate? In Chinese? Huh? Huh? 구지? 구지. 구지. 고개. 오케이. 고. 응? 고. Okay. Okay. So can you explain this meaning for me? What is the meaning of this? Yeah, I can read, but however, I don't know what's the meaning of that.
You don't have the data details. And
Yes.
You predict.
Yes. Predict?
You figure out by yourself the data of the size.
Okay. Okay, where is maybe we got okay, Willa, can you help me? So what is the meaning of this? Okay, he said that without any information or the very little information, we predict something. And then, can you explain this for me? What's the meaning of this? Estimation.
Just prediction.
Predict?
With information and we can predict something.
Okay. Better? Approximation. Okay. Approximate. Yeah, somewhat predict. Any better? What's this? Huh? What is the original meaning of this? And this is planning, right? Or calculating. Infer? Okay, so infer. We infer. Okay, good. And what is this? Guess? Yeah. Whatever. So, can you capture the meaning of that? Estimate? Can you capture the meaning of that? So we know that something is here. Oops. Yeah, something is here. Okay, something is here. We know. And however, suddenly we got blinded. We got blinded. And I know something is there. And what should I do? Find that something? I search. I explore. I guess. And then, yeah, I got it. So that's the estimate. That's the estimate. Okay? So that is the reason why we call that the estimator. And it can guide us that estimators can help us to identify and then locate a certain exact parameters. Okay, even though we don't know the exact location, if we have our estimators, we can estimate, we can guess something is there. Something is there. Okay, that's the estimation. Good, good, good. And yeah, we will learn this. Yep. The time is over? Okay, so I have 3 more minutes. Okay, so there is an interval estimate. This is the overview. This is the overview of this chapter. We will go in detail, okay, step by step. Okay, the interval estimate is the estimate of the population parameter. We estimate the population parameter, especially for the mean, population mean, mu, okay? That provide an interval believed to contain the value of the parameter. So we calculate the interval. We calculate the interval. Okay? And then when we have 2 cases, when we know the standard deviation of the population sigma, okay? And the another case is we totally don't know. When we totally don't know about it, the population parameter. So we will learn about that. And then we will use the t distribution or the t statistics, not the z statistics or the z distribution. Okay? And then we learn about the sample size, how to calculate the sample size. And then we will learn about the population proportion, p estimation. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk more in detail tomorrow. And do you have any questions? Okay, then I will see you tomorrow. Good.